Big data generated by people. The unstructured challenge. People are generating massive amounts of data every day through their activities on various social media networking sites like Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn, or online photo sharing sites like Instagram, Flickr, and Picasa, and video sharing websites like YouTube. In addition, an enormous amount of information gets generated via blogging and commenting, internet searches, mobile text messages, email, and through personal documents. Most of this data is text-heavy and unstructured, that is, non-conforming to a well-defined data model. We can also consider this data to be content with occasionally some description attached to it. This much activity leads to a huge growth in data. Did you know that in a single day, Facebook users produce more data than combined US academic research libraries? Let's look at some similar daily data volume numbers from some of the biggest online platforms. It is amazing that some of these numbers are in the petabyte range for daily activity. A petabyte is 1,000 terabytes. This sheer size of mostly unstructured data generated by humans brings a lot of challenges. Unstructured data refers to data that does not conform to a predefined data model. So no relational model and no SQL. It is mostly anything that we don't store in a traditional relational database management system. Consider a sales receipt that you get from a grocery store. It has a section for a date, a section for store name, and a section for total amount. This is an example of structure. Humans generate a lot of unstructured data in form of text. There is no given format to that. Look at all the documents that you have written with your hands so far. Collectively, it is a bank of unstructured data you have personally generated. In fact, 80 to 90% of all data in the world is unstructured, and this number is rapidly growing. Examples of unstructured data generated by people include text, images, videos, audio, internet searches, and emails. In addition to its rapid growth, major challenges of unstructured data include multiple data formats like web pages, images, PDFs, PowerPoint, XML, and other formats that were mainly built for human consumption. Think of it. Although I can sort my email with date, sender, and subject, it would be really difficult to write a program to categorize all my email messages based on their content and organize them for me accordingly. Another challenge of human-generated data is the volume and fast generation of data, which is what we call velocity. Just take a moment to study this infographic and observe what happens in 1 minute on the internet, and consider how much you contribute to it. Moreover, compilation of unstructured data is often time-consuming and costly. The cost and time of the process of acquiring, storing, cleaning, retrieving, and processing unstructured data can add up to quite an investment before we start reaping value from this process. It can be pretty hard to find the tools and people to implement such a process and reap value in the end. As a summary, although there is an enormous amount of data generated by people, most of this data is unstructured. The challenges of working with unstructured data should not be taken lightly. Next, we'll look at how businesses are tackling these challenges to gain insight and thus value out of working with people-generated data.